My man Chris Hemsworth, how you doing, boss? Living American bro dream, can't complain. But anyway, I got a question for you. Your hammer, are you still using it right now? Yeah, because I want to fly over the city, pick up a couple girls, you know what I'm saying? No? I see what's going on here. All right, fair enough. Hey, Chris, just remember, you suck. Welcome to the most overrated, underappreciated, most viewed, underviewed YouTube channel of all time. Welcome to, that's right, the Prince of Fresh Air. This is your host, the most charismatic man in entertainment, aka the Prince of Fresh Air, aka Mr. 240 pounds of Twisted Steel Land, sex appeal of chocolate, that's right. Chris, can you stop calling me? I'm filming a YouTube video. What's going on here? The hell? Ridiculous. Stop calling me. I'm busy here. All right? We'll talk later. What time you want me for dinner? Sounds good. Works for me. Can you bring your hammer too? In this video, I want to talk about social media. That's right. The rise of social media. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, social media. Is it important for actors? What are mistakes actors are doing on social media that causes them gigs and hurt their career? That's right, because your actions have consequences. You might not think about this, when people are watching your page, watching, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, people notice that, a lot of casting offices, a lot of directors do take note of it. So you have to be careful what you're putting up on there, because it could backfire or it could help you. So that's the beauty of social media. With the rise of it and how strong and powerful of an influence it is, a lot of entertainment industry people are now switching their focus to it because they want to see what you're doing off the screen, what you're doing behind the scenes, because you might seem more professional when you go into the audition, but if you're posting the wrong kind of content on your pages, it could cost you a gig, and it can hurt your career, but it can help your career. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the mistakes or things actors do that affects their career. The first mistake actors make, and this is something that a lot of people overlook, is the fact that people put their pages on private. That's right. Now look, I understand we like our privacy. I understand that. I completely understand it. But when you get to a certain level in your career, when you audition for Disney Channel, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, anything, any big company, they want to see your social media presence, whether that's your following, what kind of content you post, because they want to see who you are. They want to get to know who you are, because like I said, this is show business. So you can be a talented actor, but if people don't know who you are or what kind of things or online presence that you have, it kind of doesn't help their perspective on you. They want to see what you're all about, what you're bringing to the table outside of acting. So when you have your pages on private, people can access it. And we're living in a time now where a lot of casting offices recommend you share your Instagram or Facebook profiles, because they want to see what you're doing in life. Are you drinking at the bar all the time or stuff like that? So definitely take your page off of private, put it public, so you can start promoting it, you can start sharing it with people, and most importantly, people can get to know who you are, not only as an entertainer, but as a person. So another mistake actors make, and this is something that is very big, and that's not being aware of what content you post. Because look, let me tell you this, everybody want to be a Disney Channel star. Who hasn't thought about being a Disney Channel star? So you go into the casting office, you do a great audition, they love you, they say, okay, we want to take you to the next step. Bam, they go to your Instagram. Now, if you participate in Blackout Tuesday, they see you drinking vodka shots off of someone's stomach, or you doing absolute nonsense. And first of all, I'm not against that. We all love comedy, we all love entertaining the people. But when casting officers see that, it takes away from that image, because Disney Channel associates themselves with family-friendly content, and they promote themselves that way. So if you're the voice of, let's say, SpongeBob, for instance, and people go to your Instagram and they see that you're the local town drunk, or you're every week you're at the bar drinking shots of someone's head, stuff like that, it doesn't help, because it's a family-friendly network. So your content isn't family-friendly. So it puts them in a bad light, it puts you in a bad light, and nobody wins at the end of the day. And so just be mindful. You never know who's watching. Even when you're not auditioning, casting directors, producers, directors, networks, they're always on Instagram. So if they go to your page and they see you drinking Jello shots and jumping off roofs. Another mistake actors make is not using social media to promote themselves. Yes, that's right. You wonder why I'm saying that. So your social media is your calling card, is your presence, and people want to see that. So whether you do Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, definitely make sure that you promote yourself on it, because when casting offices want to see your online profiles, they want to see what you're doing. So use that time to put up your reel, your headshot, scenes of clips, whether it's a monologue, whether it's an actual scene from a movie that you did. Use that to your advantage. Promote that. Let people see what you're doing, because like I said, you never know who's watching. So you definitely want to make sure that people can understand and see that you're proactive. If you're one of those people that only post once a year, then it's hard for people to gauge how productive you are. So definitely use it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take pictures at the bar getting drunk, by all means. But for one post of that, at least put up 10 other posts that are tailored to your career. Because at the end of the day, they want to see that you're busy. They want to see that you're hustling. And if you're one of those people that don't post anything acting related or don't have any acting content, it makes you wonder, are they serious about this business? Are they really interested in this business? Are they busy in this business? So, you're a brand. Never forget that you are a brand, and people want to see that brand. So definitely bring it to the table. Wear with a smile and entertain the people. Another mistake actors make is not having social media. How's that possible? Why am I saying that? Well, look, it's 2020. Everybody expects you to have some type of social media as an entertainer, as a content creator, as anything involving the arts, because that is your calling card. People want to see what you're doing. So when you don't have social media, it doesn't help when casting directors are trying to look you up and see what you're all about, what your personal life is all about. It's hard. They don't know how to gauge you. They don't know how to go about it. So when you don't have social media, you can't promote yourself. You can't put your face out there. You can't put your brand out there. And that's very important in this business, because people want to know who you are and what you bring to the table, like I said, outside of acting. So if you have no social media presence, then if you do a gig where they want you to post the content and promote it, how can you do that without no Instagram, without no Facebook, without any social media? So definitely, even if it's only once a week, once a month, get a social media and start posting, because everybody's good looking. I don't think anybody's ugly. Well, I mean, not say that, but put your face out there. Let people know who you are and what you bring to the table, because if you use those hashtags and people start taking notice of you, that's another way to break into the industry. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to help you out. So definitely have a social media, and you don't have to post every day like some people, but definitely have something up there so people can see what you're all about, engage who you are, because not everybody can be as charismatic as me, but that's goes without saying. I'm just a tall glass of water, but people want to see what you bring and what you are as a person. The worst and last mistake actors make on social media, drum roll please, is not separating your personal life from your career. Now let me say this, I'm not against social media. I love social media, but as someone who is in the entertainment industry, you have to separate your personal life from your career, because what you do in your personal life is personal. So if you want to post pictures of you drinking margaritas or taking shots or drinking beer, by all means do that. But create a separate page. Have a page dedicated to your career, because you don't want your personal life affecting your work, whether it's positive or negative, because it puts you in a bad spot and people judge you. Everybody judges each other. It's part of the game. But when casting officers sees certain things, it might trigger them to be like, I don't want to work with this guy. I don't know if he's a good fit. And that'll disqualify your talent. Now, that's not always the case, but especially with the growing popularity of it, time and time again, especially for me now that I'm in a bigger part of my career, I have to be careful. So if you go to my social media, only promote my podcast, my YouTube channel, or something related to acting or content creating. And I'm not saying you can't put a picture up with family, stuff like that, but if you want to have a more adventurous lifestyle, have a separate page from that, because you want people to see you for the content you create, not for what you do in your personal life. You don't want to be judged on what you do when the cameras are off and the lights are down. So separate your personal life from your business. And, to keep it 100 with you, if you can do same at the same time, if you can do both at the same time, do that. I'm not saying you can't, but depending on what content you like to put out or what kind of fan base or supporters you have, definitely be mindful of it. If you feel like you get more likes from posting shots of you on the beach doing backflips, drinking beer, then I understand it, but definitely put down a separate page, separate the two, because like I said, nobody wants to be judged for what they do when the cameras are not rolling. So, great minds think alike. So there you have it, the top 5 mistakes actors make on social media. Now, shameless plug, if you want to go follow me, it will be at Mr. No Days Off Percy. It'll be in the description as well, because I gotta plug my stuff too. This is all about. It's all about networking. And that's one other thing I want to touch on. Use the social media to network. Yes, you have family and friends, but use it to network. Meet casting directors, meet producers, follow casting officers. Because quite frankly, I book gigs doing that. And I'm not saying that's the bread and butter of booking gigs, but it can help. Casting officers notice stuff like that, and when they see that you're all about working and you're always grinding, they take notice of it. So if you show up in the casting office, they'll be like, "Ooh, I know this guy, I recognize this guy." Or they might reach out to you, say, "Hey, we love the content that you do. We would love to work with you in some capacity." So it's a win-win for everybody. So social media, do everybody like it? No. But if you're a content creator, if you're active, you're in the entertainment industry, it's very important to have one. And like I said, go follow me. I might follow you back. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. I can't have people blowing up Chris Hemsworth phone looking for me. But anyway, thank you for tuning into another episode of the most charismatic man in entertainment. This is where comedy meets charisma. But anyway, thank you. Like, subscribe, because I need those likes and those numbers too. And like I always say, don't call me. Chris Hemsworth, stop bugging me. We will meet for dinner. Until Scarlett Johansson, that I am single and ready to mingle.